Hey folks, Joe here at Geeks Worldwide, and this is the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus by Samsung. Now I bought this with my own money. This is not a paid sponsored video or what have you. I bought this because I love the Galaxy Tab S6, and I even tried the S6 Lite, and I liked both of them. The only issues that I really had with those devices, they were just too small to use those devices as more than just tablet-y devices. So if you want to replace your laptop, at least for me, I needed more screen real estate. So enter the S7 Plus. This is a 12.4-inch display, and it's absolutely gorgeous. High resolution, great colors, AMOLED. You've heard the story already a million times before you got to me. But the key difference is that this runs at 120 Hertz if you'd like it to. Now out of the box it does. It's called adaptive display or something like that. I love this thing for the 120 Hertz. Now couple that with the 9 millisecond response time for the pen writing experience, and you have the best pen tablet writing experience out there, even better than the Note 20. Now the Note 20, which I use, the Note 20 Ultra, it has the same tech built into it, but it's a smaller display, just under 7 inches. When you have 12 inches to work with, you have way more screen real estate, and you can write more on the screen. Now, what's also important about that is to note that Samsung completely upgraded their native Notes application, Samsung Notes. Previously, before the launch time of this, around the time that Samsung Notes was updated, previously I was using OneNote. And a lot of people use OneNote, they use Evernote, they use different note-taking apps because Samsung Notes was just sort of there. But now I prefer it. And one of the big reasons I prefer it is the handwriting recognition. It's really fantastic. I can write with my terrible handwriting, even though I do it a lot, and it will convert that into text, and it's pretty much 99% accurate. Now that's an anecdotal stat, but I'm telling you, I rarely have to go back and say, uh-oh, undo, scratch it out, rewrite, hit convert. That's happened maybe once. This thing is awesome. I say maybe because I don't want to, it could have been on the Note 20, I don't quite remember. But anyhow, if it happened on this, it was one time, right? This thing is super accurate, and I really love the handwriting experience. I do that a lot because when I'm in meetings, even though they're virtual now for the most part, I prefer to write rather than type. I feel like when you have a screen up like this and then you're clickety-clackety typing around, you're sending a message to the person that you're meeting with that you're not really interested in what they have to say. You might think that's a little bit ridiculous or I'm overanalyzing it, but take for example the fact that I am a university professor, and when I'm teaching and I see all these laptops up and I hear clickety-clickety-clack here, right? Clickety-clickety-clack. I don't know if what they're doing is really in any way related to what I'm lecturing about. So when someone's speaking to me in a meeting or there's a group of people and we're having a conversation, if I'm taking a handwritten note, to me it sends a signal like, hey look, there's no way I'm on Twitter right now. There's no way I'm looking up the sports, the games, the scores, the games, that type of thing. I'm clearly taking notes. So take that for what it is. This is my observation. This is my practice. This is something that I like to do. I've been doing it for years on whether it was pen and paper or a Galaxy Tab S6 or now this one. I prefer to use handwritten notes. And so for that purpose, this is second to none. The S Pen has been completely upgraded. It does way more air gesture type things. I don't even touch that stuff. I'm sure it's awesome. But for handwriting, the upgrades that Samsung made over the previous S Pen on the S6, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's more comfortable to hold. It's longer and just easier to grab. The one challenge is getting it inside this flap. Yeah, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but you will get used to it. And something to notice that even though it does have a flat edge, that flat edge is not required to be held onto the screen in order for it to charge. As long as the pen, right, the what do they call this, a nip or something? All right, as long as the pen tip is facing the webcam and you put it back here, you're in good shape, which is not hard to do. Bam, I just did it. And I've only had this for like 2 weeks or something, 3 weeks. Okay. So if you're going to spend $850 on this, now I got the more upgraded version with 8 gigs of RAM and a 256 gig drive, but regardless, if you're spending a minimum of $850 on the 7 Plus, I really encourage you to get the keyboard attachment. This is the official Samsung keyboard attachment, and it's way better than the 10-inch one on the S6. I can't speak for the S7, the 10-inch version of this updated tablet, but at least compared to my experience with the official Samsung keyboard on the S6, this is way better. The way it attaches is better. You've probably heard that already. It's magnetic versus some weird adhesive that Samsung did on the last one. Ugh, it was awful. But the additional size means better typing experience. The keys are larger, they're wider, they're more comfortable. The trackpad's more spacious, better to use. It doesn't have backlighting, which really sucks, but what are you going to do? You can't have it all. live with it. But the big advantage to having the keyboard is that this now becomes a laptop replacement option. It's not going to be exclusive. If you want to play video games natively, like not using Xbox Game Pass or Google Stadia, which I did try Game Pass and it was fine. I prefer natively. I'm old. But anyway, if you want to play your games natively, then you're going to need a Windows machine. That's just the way that it is. But there are no Windows machines out there with discrete GPUs. They can be great for gaming, or at least good for gaming, and then also at least good for writing. So if you want a phenomenal writing experience and a passable gaming experience, meaning you can play native Android games, but those are Android games, or you can use Stadia or Xbox Game Pass or NVIDIA GeForce. I think Steam has one too. You can do all that stuff. It's good, not great, but the writing experience is great. Then this is a great way to go with the keyboard. Another huge advantage of the keyboard is not just interfacing with Android as it is using Samsung's One UI interface, but using Samsung DeX, it goes to another level. Now, it doesn't change the game necessarily, but what it does, it makes organizing your apps and windows a lot easier. So multitasking becomes more familiar to those who are used to using a Windows desktop or a Mac OS desktop. That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing, and it's optional. You don't have to do it. There are some rules you can put in here where you connect the keyboard and automatically switches to DeX, which takes like 4 to 5 seconds. All of your apps reopen, although they say sometimes they won't, but they do. Good stuff, right? I like it. I use it. I don't use it exclusively, but I use it sometimes. Sometimes I just like to use my finger and swipe around and do split screen view and all that kind of stuff. Use the edge display to grab a grouped set of apps and just put them on the screen. You can do up to 3 apps at the same time. It's awesome, but DeX is there too. And when I took this on a weekend trip, I used DeX a lot. I didn't have my Windows laptop with me. I did have a mouse. Super important to have a mouse if you're going to be using DeX. But again, DeX is not required. You can stream DeX wirelessly to your TV if you have a compatible TV, but as long as you have like Google Chromecast or Roku, something like that, you'll stream without issue. So I can stream. It's kind of cool. Not 100% required, but it's good to have that option, and I'm sure at some point it'll become a little more, usable, well adopted, and then better apps and that kind of stuff will happen. But for now, I'll leave you with this. This is Android's best tablet, right? This is Samsung's best tablet, and it can compete with the iPad Pro. The big upgrade is the additional screen real estate and the 120 hertz refresh rate. DeX is good to have. The cameras are good to have. I mean, it's important to have cameras, especially a webcam. But the fact that they're good cameras, good to have. Everything about this is solid. But the real difference is the note taking. I can't speak about drawing because I can't draw, but I take notes like a madman. And this is awesome for taking notes. So I'm keeping it. It's mine. I'm keeping it forever. Well, until the next one comes out probably, and then I'll be back with another video. Okay, so for now, I didn't toss it very far. It's fine. So, I almost fell on my chair, and my dog freaked out. Okay, here's something to keep in mind. We are giving away a Lenovo Legion 5i gaming laptop. It is like right over there. I can see it out of the periphery, okay? So this laptop can be yours. One of you can win this laptop, but you have to go to our website, follow the link below, and sign up. Now, it's only for our insider members. Our insider members, $5 a month, cup of coffee a month, they help keep our site going. We don't have ads on our site. We only have our community. So if you want discounts on cool stuff and you want to enter these giveaways, become a member. You can cancel after a month if you don't like it, if you're not getting value. Just tell us, hey, don't like it, no problem, we'll cancel. We want your feedback. We want this to become the best possible experience for everybody with the best value. So we can only do that if we get feedback and if you try. So let us know. We have dozens of members, so it's not like you'd be the first one. We've been doing this for several months now, and it's working out pretty well. So we've been giving away laptops and other types of gadgets and gizmos since June, May, something like that. And I have more. I have boxes of stuff to give away. But this laptop, we're super excited about it because Lenovo gave it to us. They said specifically give it away to your community. We're doing that. So sign up, become a member. You'll be entered in the giveaway, and then you might win it. And it's a really nice gaming laptop. In fact, I did a review, which you can check out. There you go. Thanks a lot, everybody. Take care.